Welcome to Sex, Lies, and Blank Pages. We want to celebrate the holidays with you.
And I
Hi.
seem to be the only one celebrating. I
I
got the
have
hat, the lights, the gnome, and the drink up Grinches.
red one.
I brought rosé. I have rosé and Candyland, pink Candyland nails.
I just have red on.
It's like I did the bare minimum.
Yeah.
I'm low effort.
Like the flair person. I only have 15 pieces of flair.
Yeah. God, I love that movie, Office Space, right?
I know. I'm like, did I just show my age of you know,
Probably, but I'm here for it. If you haven't watched
yeah.
Office Space, you should. It's actually one of Sean's like favorite movies, and he talks about
Yeah.
like getting a
Movie, not the TV show. Not that
yes,
the TV show
movie.
wasn't great, but
What was
yeah, the
Office
movie.
Space? Oh, Office Space. That's called Office Space too, isn't it?
Or The Office.
It's
The
called The
Office, yeah.
Office. Yeah, okay.
Yes.
I
Yeah,
was
but
about
most
to
people get
say.
it like kind of confused because
Yeah.
they came around the same. Well, I watched the English version. I was in England when the Office came because it was first
Hmm.
England,
Yeah.
and then
Not the
I went
same.
over to America.
The humor
It's
is very different.
Mm.
well, maybe that's because I'm should be living in
Yeah.
London. I'm the dry humor over there.
Yeah.
So, all right, guys, we want to celebrate. I think right now, especially this time of year, right now, what's going on, we need a little cheer. So we decided to bring a little cheer to you guys.
And to be
Yeah.
silly.
And be
Yes.
silly. This is just a fun episode of us being silly.
I don't know
So if you
exactly
want
what we're
serious,
gonna do.
just
Go
scroll.
somewhere else. Get a glass of wine. We should do like or your favorite beverage. We should do like a drinking game. Every time we say blank.
I don't think I don't know.
I have no idea.
Uh,
Book.
Oh, what you
We
always
cannot be wasted by the
I
end
know
of
if
the
it was another
Just
episode,
black.
if we said in bad faith, we'd be drunk by the
we would be in the hospital. We would be
All right.
So what are you guys doing
Let's
for the
start with the
holidays?
first, Colleen. What's our
Oh,
first question?
just kidding.
Willa just asked.
Yeah. What are
Go
we
ahead.
doing for the holidays? What are you guys
Oh.
doing?
Colleen can go first. Mine's
Okay. Actually, we're just hanging out here. My kids will all be home for Christmas, and my in-laws come over, and we just hang out. It's a good time. I like just being home with them because they go every which way.
And
normally.
how old are they
So,
again?
my daughter is 23. My son is going to be 22 the day after Christmas, and my youngest son is 17. So,
Oh my goodness.
yeah.
Yeah. That's so
That
sweet.
really tells my age.
you just had them really young.
I did
really,
have
really.
them really young, so.
What about you, Willow?
I'm going to be here for the holidays. I will be finishing up my Hades book. I really don't tell Sophie that I said that, Colleen, because I'm supposed to be done before she goes on vacation. But I'm loving it. But
I
I'm
don't think
taking my time
that's
with
going to
it.
happen.
That it's gonna, yeah, no, she goes on vacation in like 3 days. Like, absolutely
Yeah, on
not. I have
Friday.
so much more to write. Like, no. So I'll be finishing up Hades, but I'll be home. I want to bedazzle my book and finish that. It looks really good. I'm actually surprised. I
I
did that
love
over
it.
Thanksgiving. Yeah. I started reading my audiobook that my therapist told me to get. Fucking awful, traumatizing. I get why she'd asked me to read it, and it's actually really good and like the science behind it. But the therapist gives like specific incidents for specific patients and like vets and orphans and stuff. Horrific. I was like sobbing. So I'm doing my bedazzling book and listening to an audiobook while finishing my own book and just hanging with the kids and seeing family. And my birthday's on the 2nd. So, and there's obviously New Year's. So I'm gonna take vacation. We're gonna see what
Good.
vacation looks
Vacation,
like
yeah,
for me.
Willow's vacation.
I know, but I'm already upset. I'm already like, I don't want to I would rather just do the work when I'm supposed to do the work rather than do the work ahead of time. So I'm already trying to back out of my vacation because I feel like it's like now is going to be too stressed if I do it. So I'm being a weirdo. I said a lot of
Put on
things.
the
I think I
calendar
answered.
things to do with the kids so
Oh,
that
well,
you take those
100%.
breaks with the kids.
We have those. We're doing those now too. I'm excited for that. We've been a lot and girlfriends. I've started making a lot of time for girlfriends. I told Stacy before you got on, I'm actually quiet quitting my job. Don't tell my boss. But I decided I'm on a soft retire. So that is starting
Okay.
with this vacation. That's my
Okay.
yeah, my mindset is soft retirement. I'm gonna quiet quit. Again,
see
don't
how
tell
that goes.
Sophie.
Yeah, right. I brought another idea to her right before we came on.
Well, I'll always, that's the thing though, is I'm always going to be writing. Like when I'm reading this like traumatizing book and everything, I literally wrote an outline and then felt better. So I think I'll always be writing. My therapist asked me, what does retirement look like to you? And then I've just started living it. And I'm like, well, why don't I just keep doing this? And like, I'm just going to keep doing what I want to do, how I want to do it. And it means like some subtle changes, but
Right.
yeah, I'm excited for my pretend quiet quitting soft retirement era.
You
I'm
know,
like,
you
I don't,
just scared a whole bunch of people.
did I?
Yeah.
Well, Sophie and I did have like a little conversation about it, and she was like, "That's how I see my retirement too." And I'm like, "We should just do it. We should and see if anybody even notices. Like, if we do this like soft retirement thing, where like because I will always write like until the day I die. I'm going to be writing. It's just a matter of some other things where it's like if
Putting
it
the
doesn't
pressure on yourself.
yeah. And it's like, do I really need to do that? Or is that something that could wait for somebody else to do that or whatever? So I'm going to be a little bit naughty in 2025 with my goals. That's what I'm thinking. Yes.
Let's
Which
talk
is
about the naughty aspect. Can we get to the questions? And the
yeah, I
naughty,
know.
there
Or
You
yes,
didn't
yes.
answer what you're doing for Christmas.
It's like I'm the dark end right now, guys. I probably will have to drive down to my parents because it might be my last one with my dad and my dog. So yeah,
Aw.
I'm like, let's do the cheer. It's
Yeah.
not a
You're going to
not a
be
happy,
cherishing the memories.
Yes.
You're going to be cherishing the memories.
so
Yeah.
it's just a long drive. I am not looking forward to.
How long's the drive?
It's over 2 days, and I would
Ooh.
normally fly, but with my dog,
Yeah.
he's not gonna be stressed out or anything.
Yeah.
So
Can you make it like a road trip and do like find like little puppy areas, like puppy
oh,
shops and
I
spas
kind of
and
do that. It's just like you get on that, like, I just want to be there. So you keep
yeah,
like, once I'm on the road, I'm like, I just want to get there. So
yeah.
it's not fun. And I have to go over like two passes, like snowy
Mhm.
passes, and those always stress me out. So yeah,
Yeah.
let's get to the fun question.
Let's do that.
I was like, let's avoid
Yes.
my Christmas.
Yeah.
Skipping over. So we thought it would be fun to talk about some of our favorite things in relation to Christmas and the holidays. So first, how about let's talk about our favorite Christmas movie?
Ooh.
Ooh, I mean, I really do love The Grinch. Go ahead. What's yours?
I have two. White Christmas and Elf.
Oh my God, I love Elf. We just watched Elf. Elf is
I love that
hysterical.
one. And like I like
Yes.
the counterness of like, because White Christmas is just classic,
White
like
Christmas
Yeah.
is my
Crosby,
favorite.
White Christmas. Oh my God,
Yeah.
yes. And then just the fun lightness of Elf. So
Yeah.
Yeah. And I love The Grinch. I love every version of it.
I do
Like
too.
and my kids love it and I love like my kids' reaction to it. So, yeah.
I'm kind of still a stickler for the original. I have to admit, I'm not a big one
Yeah.
for the Jim Carrey. I think it kind of freaks me out.
I love them all in their
Yeah, I love
own
them all.
way. They're fun in
Exactly.
their own way.
They
just
are.
like
I
the
could watch
Grinch,
one
like,
right
I
after
feel
the
like I'm
other. Yeah.
So, I mean, there's so many. I mean, okay, do you guys think Die Hard is a Christmas movie? I do not.
I
think you can have
don't,
Christmas
but I'll
scenes.
watch it. Yeah. I'll
Yeah.
watch it
It's
on
got
Christmas,
Christmas
but it's
themes
not a
to it,
Christmas.
but
Yeah.
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
It's
No,
not.
no.
But
It's
not a
not like
Christmas
Home Alone
movie.
or,
Yeah.
Oh,
no.
okay. I'll do really, like, people
I like
will
Home
find this
Alone.
controversial. I like Home Alone too.
Ooh, I love being controversial.
Worst movie I hate, I will not watch. It's a Wonderful Life. And
Yeah,
stand.
it's
Really?
kind of a
I
downer.
hate
It is
that.
a little bit of a downer. It is. That's the I'll
Yeah.
shoot your eye out, right? You'll shoot your eye out, kid.
No,
No,
that's
that's
the
a Christmas story
What's the other one?
where he
Wonderful Life.
dies.
Jimmy, what?
Jimmy
Oh,
The
Stewart.
angel.
Doesn't he die or
Jimmy
something
Stewart.
in that one?
What?
Yeah,
Maybe
well,
I
he
haven't
just-
seen it.
Commit suicide.
Oh, yeah. So maybe
Yeah.
I just haven't seen that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't.
It's just
If
never,
I
like,
did, my trauma just blocked it out.
yeah,
if
it's
I
kind of
saw
like
it.
New Year's Eve music. It's so freaking depressing. If you look at like all the New Year's songs, you're like, my
Do you know
God, I don't
Mariah
want to
Carey?
start.
I think I saw she makes like 20 million on All I
That's a
Want for
good
Christmas every year.
Yeah.
That's decent. That's like that's a
little.
pretty good amount. Yeah. I mean, I'm just saying I didn't realize how much she profits from the one song seasonally. That's what we got to do with our books, guys. And
There
same
you
thing with
go.
Practical Magic and Friends.
Uh,
And what Hocus Pocus. We got to make
yeah,
one of those. How about we
practical
get together
magic.
and we just do that over the holidays? We
There you
make
go.
something that's
Good.
so damn good that everybody wants to read it every single holiday and it becomes
Yep.
a movie. And let's also do an animation one. We'll do real life as well as animation.
Of
I think we
course.
should
I mean,
have
of course.
manga for those who like manga, but we
I
can
thought she was
also do like
retiring.
this is what I'm doing on
But
retirement.
we
I'm
would
just
just
gonna
do
let
one thing.
yeah,
I
no,
mean,
I'm gonna
Carey could retire off that one song.
That's true.
You know.
I'm sure she gets merch from it too, right? Merch rights,
Oh, I'm
products.
sure.
Oh,
Yeah. So,
yeah.
and
All
obviously
right.
we need merch rights, but
And
this
she gets
is
all the
my
brand
idea
deals.
this is my
Mhm.
idea of retirement. This is what I want to do, where I just have an
Okay.
idea and I just do it.
That's fair.
Yeah, right? It's
Stuck at
fun.
retirement. All right,
Yeah.
next question.
Okay, going right into Mariah Carey's lead in. Favorite Christmas song?
What's the one I
White Christmas.
always cry? What's the one?
Oh yeah,
There's one I always cry. It's like
it's like one that's like
Christmas
down
shoes.
on your knees.
Oh, Holy
See?
Night.
Yes, that's not a whole. Is that?
Yeah, that's
Oh,
a Holy
okay.
Night.
I like that one. White Christmas, and then I mean, Mariah Carey's
I like that
has
one. I
become.
like all of it. Yeah.
Oh,
I
Brenda
like
Lee.
I Want a Hippopotamus for Christmas.
I like that one too.
I like
Yeah.
Santa Baby.
Yeah,
I
like
love
that.
Santa Baby. Yeah. I always think of Betty Boop. Santa Baby.
Yeah,
Yeah.
totally.
But yeah, I like the Christmas shoes one, even though it makes me
Yes.
cry.
It's
Yeah.
so sad.
It hits me. I can't listen to it back to back, but
Mm-mm.
if it gets thrown in there, I'll be all of my focus is on that song and
Do you have a favorite Christmas cocktail?
Me?
Anybody?
Whatever has alcohol in it.
I was going to
probably,
say a
like-
margarita with a pine sprig.
Like,
That works.
like I'm not fussy. I have to admit, I'm not like a cream. I don't like eggnog. I don't want
No.
any cream base. So something light and
I did have an espresso martini when
Oh, I've
I
had
went
those.
down to Texas. I
So
first
good.
of all love it, but at the same time, I feel like the espresso leaves you as the vodka hits you. It's like a
Mhm.
1-2 punch. Not my favorite ending, I will say.
Yeah, they're a lot.
Yeah.
The weirdest place I had them because they're, you feel like there are toasty, like, ooh, espresso martini. That's something in the winter. I had them in the Caribbean because there was a hot
Yeah.
bartender. He looked like it was right when Pirates of the Caribbean came out, and he had that same look as, and I'm like, as Orlando Bloom, and me and my friend were like there every night. Hello. I think I was up for 4 days.
I mean,
Yeah.
don't
You
blame
guys, everybody who's listening, let us know your answers to these questions too. And make sure that you like,
Yes.
follow, subscribe, and share with your besties.
Yes.
And then, okay.
So, favorite Christmas tradition or memory? Or both?
Ooh. I mean, I just like watching the kids like lose their ever-loving fucking minds in the morning over gifts and like needing to be like the referee of like, ho, 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 wait a you sit there, one gift at a time. We want to see. Like that, like just the pure excitement and like that,
Yeah.
like they're just so innocent and just so excited. I do think that my oldest no longer believes at all. And like, I know he said comments, he's 10, he'll be 11.
So sad.
Fair
And
enough.
he keeps trying to like poke around. Like he was like, well, that's because they're from you, right, Mom? They're from you.
Oh,
And so, yeah, exactly. And I'm like, hush your mouth,
I
kid.
miss that.
Yeah. Cody doesn't like Santa. Cody, he'll be 4. And he said, Santa's not welcome. He said, no strange men. It's like, yeah, I was like,
okay.
Even in Halloween, like he doesn't take candy on Halloween. Like he just does not like other people. He's a COVID baby. And I think he's like, you guys stay outside. You belong there.
Me and your kid will get along just great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's just I love because I've become kind of the Santa, the one that's like stuffs the stockings, and I love the morning when everything's still out. Like I actually don't like Christmas Day. I feel very, let down. It's like, oh, it's all over. I
Mhm.
love all the before. I love going to see the lights. I like, watching the movies at home. I love decorating. I love all the before. Like to me,
Yeah.
and then that morning, that one moment where the lights are on and all the presents are under the tree. And it's like that picture perfect moment of like, it's
Yeah.
still quiet. No one else is up. And it just feels like that.
Oh,
Um,
you just reminded me, and the night before is very similar to that. And I got us all like semi-matching pajamas last
oh,
year, and this year,
yeah.
same thing. And I'm looking forward to like attempting to get a photo of my children that looks,
Good luck.
yeah, I know. I've got three of them to wrangle. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, that's
But
fun.
I like the night before, and we do the hot cocoa. I got a whole bowl of cocoa bombs and cocoa on a stick. And we watched Elf the other night with that while we decorated the tree. And like I like the leading up to it. It is. It's
Mhm.
a
Yeah.
lot of
I'm a
fun.
The
Yeah.
magic.
Yeah,
Yes.
I think I like magic, and that's why I write fantasy. I
Yeah.
love the lights. I like being in that bubble of just living in that
Yeah.
like that twinkle world. I
Yes.
Because
don't
when
like
it's over,
reality.
it's
It's
like,
awful.
Yeah. Well, that's
And
also
then
like weddings
January
and
comes and you're
Disney.
like,
uh-huh.
Well, my birthday's January 2nd. So I get
okay,
to like, yeah, and I like the New Year's parties with the adult friends while like the grandparents are watching the kids and stuff.
Yeah.
So
I
we go
hate
up
New
and
Year's.
see Sean's friends and family that we don't get to see
Yeah.
usually very often. And then we have Festivus for the rest of us, which is all of our friends getting together after Christmas with the family. So yeah, so I do. There's some good. You just got to have celebrations lined up for after Christmas, Stacey.
Yeah.
That's what you got to do. But I hate when they're opening the gifts because Sean said the trash is a part of Christmas. That like wrapping paper fluttering on the floor, and I was like, this is a
One of those.
hazard. And no, it gives me anxiety. But he wins because he said he'll clean it up. So I just have to like bite my tongue and like let them
Let it
have.
go. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yes,
that's what
let
I
it
love.
go.
All
Let.
paper.
Yeah.
All right.
Um, the favorite gift you have ever gotten on Christmas.
Oh God.
It can be from way. Oh, I just hit myself. Way back in the day.
It's funny. This is when I also think that parents kill themselves to get the perfect present for their kids, and it's not about the present because when you look
Yeah.
back, it's about the memories and the
Mhm.
feelings. There isn't probably one thing you're like, "Oh God, the best Christmas when I got that dolly,"
Mhm.
The
I do
one thing that like
remember. Oh, go ahead. Yeah.
I just remember like the Christmas I really remember that I got the Cabbage Patch craze, calling you, we would know
Mm-hmm.
this. But it
Yep.
was because my grandmother really like she even got knocked down for it, but it was because she wanted this one doll for me so bad. It was the active kind, like it was her doing it, not the doll
Mhm.
itself,
Yeah. Did you say she got knocked
she,
down? Was this back
yeah.
when Friday deals were like amazing and people
Oh
would,
yeah.
This
right?
this was Cabbage Patch dolls was this like I mean I think there was limited and
It
they were
was like
Yeah.
such a craze.
85, I think, that it
Yeah.
happened because that's when
I
I
mean,
got like
it
when I got
was
mine.
insane. So people were
Mm-hmm. It
like tearing over each other. I mean, my grandma was at
was
80
nuts.
at this time. I mean, she got knocked over for one. So
Yeah.
yeah. But anyway,
Sean
so
got
I think
me
it's
one year, he got me the Beauty and the Beast rose ring from Zales or somewhere, whatever. And it's a Disney collaboration with them. And I had no idea that I was getting it. And when I opened that up, I was really surprised because
oh,
we don't get each other big gifts. We also don't really go all out with the kids. Like
Mm-hmm.
I want to keep them grounded and not
Mm-hmm.
spoiled. But that was a big surprise because A, it was beautiful and I loved it. And B, I had no idea it was coming. And usually, like I always ask him, like, hey, I'm thinking about getting this for you because he's so picky. And usually if he needs something, he just gets it himself.
Mm-hmm.
So this year there's like this again, my therapy book. Amazon must have been listening to my therapy book about the vagus nerve and turning off systems and yada yada. So there's some kind of like thing. It's not a Fitbit, but it looks like one, and it like sends infrasonic vibrations to calm your nervous system. That's supposed to help you sleep and like
Mm.
stay asleep and have more restful sleep. And he suffers from insomnia. I used to.
Send me
And
a
I'm like,
link.
I will,
yeah.
I will. It's called like Apollo something. I don't know if it works or not. I did end up getting it for him. So we're gonna see if it works. And then if he likes it, he can keep it. And if not, I was like, I'll take it. Like, don't feel pressured if you don't like
Dawn,
it.
you cannot listen to this episode.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, he knows. That's the thing is
Oh.
we usually tell each other up front. So we all know, like, well, Sean and I, the two of us, like, we know what the other person is getting. So when I opened up that and saw a jewelry box, I was like, what is this? And then I opened it up and I liked it and it had meaning behind it. And I was like, oh my goodness. Yeah. He went on that was a great year. And he said, that's your Christmas gift, birthday gift, and our anniversary gift.
I think I've just learned this about myself. I'm, people like, what's your act of love? Mine's reverse. Like when somebody does something thoughtful, I forgot what
it's called acts of service.
Acts of service.
I'm an acts of service.
I don't like physical, like somebody could give me a ring or jewelry and I'd be like,
it's gifts.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm not a gifts love language either. But
I want somebody
that would hit.
That's like, oh my God, I know that you've been wanting to go see this play. And in the middle, like, and all of a sudden, like, I set out a day for us to do that. I think that's like,
that could also be quality time love language.
Mm-hmm.
That's what Sean is, the poor guy. He works with me and his love language is quality time. I'm like totally taking advantage of this man.
So Colleen, what's yours?
It's cheesy, but it's the year that I had Riley. It's my favorite Christmas memory because I had him Christmas. So I just really, he's my Christmas baby. So, and it was.
Well, damn, we were never going to win this one, Stacey. We were destined for failure.
Kind of cheesy.
But I bet does he get a lot of crossover presents like my one friend
No, I've always made his birthday separate. I get up early, even now in his 20s, I get up early and I undecorate the Christmas tree and redecorate it as a birthday tree. So he has a birthday tree every year and we have separate every year.
That's so sweet. I love that.
I've always made it a point for him to have a separate day because it's not fair. Like
it is not fair. My friend used to actually put her half birthday in June so she could have like an actual birthday.
Yeah. That's a good idea.
Until January 8th. So he was early.
I might steal that because Cody is December 23rd.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, we're not going to be able to do anything for that. Evie's December 17th. So we're at least able to do like a slumber party on the 20th, right? And then we'll do like an actual birthday party later on in like January.
And now that he's 4, he's going to start remembering the difference in the birthdays. It's fun.
I like the idea
of a hat on the top of the tree and streamers. And
that's cute. Maybe we have some fake trees in the basement. Maybe I'll pull up a fake tree and get some birthday stuff.
Yeah. And then I put his presents under the tree.
Yeah. And then I like the idea though of the half birthday and celebrating at the half mark.
Yeah.
I'm going to talk to Sean about that.
She would have a pool party. She would have a pool party instead of like, and so she'd be like, "Yay, I get to celebrate in June."
And then my backyard will be done. We're completely redoing. Did I tell you guys that we're redoing our backyard? We're doing the whole thing. We're going to be able to like leave in the morning and not even come back inside unless we have to go to the bathroom. Like at the end of the day, like spa, sauna, TV, pool table, a writing area.
Put in the bathroom outside too.
I know we should. This is why I'm soft retiring. I'm literally going to like play out what I think I want my retirement to be just to see, we'll find out.
I love her retiring at what, 30? How?
35. I'll be 36. So 36, January 2nd. Yeah.
All right.
It's soft retiring. It's not real retiring.
Yeah.
Well, we answered that one. Okay. So let's do our never have I ever questions.
Oh boy.
Ooh, okay, I wonder if I have enough. I know. I'm like, so we drink if we have? What do we do if we have?
No, you drink if you, no, God, I always forget this.
I think it's you drink if you have, right? So we'll have to say gulp.
Yeah. Shoot. Where'd they go? Oh, there they are.
Yeah.
Okay. They just refreshed. Sorry.
Okay.
Let me get back to the beginning.
It's a glitch in the matrix. They just added another question. No.
Okay. Never have I ever kissed Santa.
Well, there was a guy that wore a Santa hat.
Yeah. Let's see. Never have I ever passed off store-bought food as my own on Christmas.
On every holiday.
You drink if have.
You drink
of
if you
course.
have.
Yeah, you drink if you have. Yeah. Oh, I'm gulping. Whenever we're going anywhere, I will put it into a nice, pretty little platter. Be like, here you go.
I worked hard.
Never have I ever panic bought a gift on Christmas Eve.
Oh, Oh,
Yeah.
who hasn't? Gulp, gulp, gulp.
Never have I ever pretended a gift was lost in the post.
Well, I've also done
think
that.
I
Not
have.
lost. It's just coming. It's coming.
It's so weird. I don't know why it's taking so long.
Exactly.
Oh my gosh, what is this? Okay. Never have I ever knocked over the Christmas tree.
Okay,
I
I've
haven't.
actually not done that.
Yeah, I have
I
not.
have.
Really?
I drunk fell into the Christmas tree.
That's sports related.
No one should be stunned.
Yeah.
Oh, you think I would have done it?
Never have I ever dressed up as a naughty Santa or elf.
Oh God, yeah, I did. Like an elf.
Oh,
Yeah.
I did have some lingerie that looked like Mrs. Claus.
It was actually a costume. It was a funny Halloween costume we did. Santa and the elves, and we had really like the short person was the Santa Claus, and we had the two tall ones were the elves. It was really cute.
Never have I ever had a crush on a Christmas movie character.
Oh, I'm sure I have. Isn't there like every Hallmark like
do Hallmark movies
stripper
count?
movie?
Yeah, a stripper movie.
Wait, oh yeah,
because I mean,
oh yeah. What's the
like
stripper?
I'm sure
where they're in that's like my favorite gif for the longest time when they pull off the groin coverings. What's it called? Am I making sense?
Never have I ever embarrassed myself at a work Christmas party. I'm sure I have.
Oh yeah.
I'll drink just in case. I might not have been sober enough to know.
Never have I ever bought new lights to avoid untangling old ones.
Probably.
I know I have.
Mm-hmm.
Half of them are out.
Never have I ever kept a gift meant for someone else. I know I have.
If you can't see, we're all drinking.
Or the opposite way, or you're like, you get something, you're like, okay, this is getting re-gift.
Never have I ever hidden from the in-laws. Let me chug.
Oh, I haven't done that. I really like my in-laws.
Yeah.
Well, see, I have in-laws unless you're talking about like my dad's side of the family that my mom would consider.
It can count.
Yeah. And yes.
Never have I ever ended up in the hospital at Christmas time.
Never.
Okay, you were probably the only one.
Yeah. Sean did have an incident in Washington, D.C. right before the holidays, right before we started dating. And they were all drinking in D.C. and they got absolutely wasted. It was him, his friends. His friend Mike had just graduated from the fire department down there. Like he was going to be a fireman in D.C. Amazing, right? So having a great time. Absolutely wasted. And they ended up, one of their friends was like in medical something or another, tried to give him an IV. They ended up taking him to the hospital. He had his shirt like cut open, everything's fine. And then he said he could drive home like after he was done. And they were like, you literally can't. He was like, well, you did. You fixed me. And this was before we started dating. And he came back after the holidays, like, and we're all talking. And I was like, what is wrong with you and your friends? And then I met them. And I was like, oh.
And you're like, oh.
Okay. Like, these are my people. Crazy story. He tells this story so much, but actually Samir, our friend Samir, tells that story with like, oh, he went to school for English, but now he's a lawyer. He should have been a storyteller. He's excellent. Yeah.
Never have I ever eaten an advent calendar in one sitting. I don't think I have.
I don't think I have.
That's a lot of chocolate.
Yeah. Yeah.
No,
I like to savor. I also don't have a sweet tooth. I have a salt tooth.
Oh, I have sweet. I have sweet salty.
I have a sweet tooth, but still, that's a lot of chocolate.
It is.
Especially crappy chocolate. Like, that's not even good chocolate.
Wait, hold on. I did. The one time I had a breakup, it was fudge though. It wasn't an advent calendar, but I ate like 3 pounds of fudge in one sitting in high school. It was disgusting. But I'd gone through a breakup. I was really, really sad. This is before I could drink. So I ate a whole lot.
How did you feel after that?
I was still sad. I didn't throw up.
I was like,
how'd your tummy feel?
I just remember sitting there thinking, how did I eat all this fudge? It was like all sorts of different kinds.
You still had a good stomach then, I guess, maybe.
Yeah.
That would probably kill me right now.
I got like replaced on cheerleading because I was sick and a boyfriend broke up with me. And I just had all this fudge and I was just home alone because I was sick. And I was like, I'm just
drama
gonna eat
of
this
you.
fudge. I know, right? I literally thought it was the worst thing in the world.
All right.
Never have I ever spilled wine on a friend's sofa. I'm sure I
Oh, that
This is I should drink a bottle for that one.
that and probably broke every one of their wine glasses along with it.
Mm-hmm.
Never have I ever tried to get someone under the mistletoe.
Oh no, I definitely have. Oh, I should put a mistletoe in the house.
Yeah. I probably didn't bother with the mistletoe.
I could force Sean to kiss me.
Never have I ever drunkenly called an ex on Christmas.
Oh,
so I haven't done that. Oh my gosh, you have?
I've been married too long.
How did it go?
With me and him was never good, so probably the same.
Yeah. There's a good title in there somewhere. Me and you was never something. Yeah, I don't know.
Never good.
Yeah.
Never have I ever ignored carolers at the door.
I've never had carolers. I've always lived in the country with my parents. Like, I don't think I've ever had.
I don't think I've ignored them.
What it would be me.
Everybody duck down
out the window and be like,
what is the thing from Out? The best way to spread holiday cheer is singing loud for all to hear. And then there's Colleen hiding from you.
I'm not answering the door.
Yeah.
Okay.
Never have I ever inappropriately positioned the elf on the shelf.
I don't have one, so
I
would totally.
Not with the kids. Did you see there's
my kids do.
There's Snoop on a stoop. Have you seen that?
Yes. And there's a Martha Stewart one now too.
Is there really? That's amazing. Yeah. That's the other reason why I think Jax doesn't believe anymore. He could care less about the elf. We've also had to get a new elf every year because we keep forgetting where we put the one from last year. I was in a purse. Last year we found the old elf. We wrote a note and said Stanley went to Boca. He retired.
Yeah, those things are kind of creepy to me. They'll like pop up like
Evie loves it. She loses her little mind trying to find it. So, and then Sean moved it yesterday, like while it was in the kitchen on a shelf, and then she left the room and he moved it real quick because it was falling over. And she came and was like, oh, she moved, like freaking out about it. It was so cute. It was adorable. And I was like, I know she did. This morning she was not like that, Daddy.
That's so cute. Never have I ever hidden a gift and not been able to find it.
I don't think so. I think I'm good on that one.
Never have I ever switched the gift tag on a present.
No,
I probably did when I was little.
Why? I did get really upset at an elephant. I didn't know the elephant thing. Where you do, what is that called?
White elephant?
Yeah, white elephant. I didn't know that like you could lose your thing. And I had like a
I bet you were.
It was so cute. And my friend Marilyn like switched it and like my face dropped and she was like, oh, you poor thing.
Didn't give it back though.
No, she did not give it back. But for Christmas, she gave me like this pretty owl thing afterwards. So I was like, okay, I felt better. But yeah, I learned the rules the hard way for that game.
Oh. All right, a few more. Let's wrap it up, guys.
Okay. There's only a couple anyway. Mm-hmm. Never have I ever ended up in a fight over a Christmas game.
No,
I'm competitive like that. No,
I did throw Othello once. Like I threw it off the cushion. Is it Othello? No. What's the game with the little marbles where you move? I like flipped the game board and everything. Is it Othello? Where the little marbles where you like scoop them up and
the black and white? It's black and white. Oh
no, it's a little game. But I was having a horrible time. I was playing with Sean, and he kicked my ass like 5 times in a row. So I ended up like flipping it off. I was so upset. I was so mad. Horrible day. So he refused to play it with me for years. And then one Christmas, he gave it to me and was like, "I'll play with you again."
Oh,
yeah. But literally, he fucking demolished me. Like repeatedly without mercy. And I was like, I don't know if you know the point of playing this game right now, but it is not to make me miserable.
That's me playing Uno.
Do you really? Yeah.
I am so mean playing Uno.
Yeah. I've never been competitive like that. I'm like, whatever.
We should totally play.
One. Yeah.
Okay. Last one.
Never have I ever tried to get Granny drunk.
Oh no!
Oh, I totally tried to get my grandmother drunk.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm gonna drink to that. Then.
There was a bitch. I could kill her.
And we've got your mom drunk, Stace.
Oh, my mom is hilarious drunk.
Yeah.
Such a lightweight. She starts saying, 2 of you.
Have another margarita, Jill.
Mancala. It's called Mancala.
Oh,
So
that
I
one.
flipped Mancala. I did end up
Yeah.
cleaning it up, and I apologize and all that. But yeah, it was one of the lowest points of my life.
Othello, I think, is like flat discs, and they're
It is.
black and
I
white.
like Othello too. I know I used to know how to play Othello, but no, it was Mancala. So yeah.
All right, guys. Thank you for joining us. We kind of wandered, and this is just for some holiday cheer and fun. So
Yes.
is it drink up, Grinches?
Yes.
Enjoy.
Happy
Cheers.
holidays, happy new year, and we will see you soon.